gonna get a couple of people up here. I don't know if Matt and Cedric are around. If anyone has any questions for us on what you think our take is or what our experiences were, you know, the first night that we moved in. Kevin's here. Kevin, Cedric's up here. If anyone has a question, just raise your hand. I'll come bring you the microphone. And here we go.
Okay,
I have a question. No. Do you?
Is it really true that you don't see the house until the show?
Yeah, well, CBS will be mad if I answer this question, but yes, you don't see the house at all until you go in for the first time, and that's everyone's like genuine reaction. No communication with each other, nothing. All of your first experiences are shared together when you enter the house.
So when I came from Boston, obviously, I flew in, and I was 7 days before we went on the show. So they put you in a hotel room. Listen, this is so weird. They blindfold you, put you in a hotel room, and then there's an intern outside the door. So they black out the window, they take out the phone, they take out the TV, they take out everything. Not even a magazine. Like, what are you gonna do? Reading a magazine? So I scraped a little bit of the window, look out the window, and see if someone's going up and down. So they gave you a little thing the second day to watch movies, and you have to pick the movie. Every movie I picked skipped. So I ended up watching Back to the Future 30 times.
Which is
no, I'm not kidding you. I'm going to see the play next week.
The game.
I've watched it so many times. And you know, they have some music in it, Chuck Berry's. So you had no communication. 21-year-old intern outside, female girl, she wouldn't even come. I would say, can I have breakfast? And she would just nod and walk away. And then she would come back, she would knock on the door, and there would be breakfast out there. So I took like 20 bats a day and watched Back to the Future. And we stayed there for 7 days. Then when they come and get you, for 7 days, then when they come and get you, and this is no, they blindfold you, like, and bring you to where you're going. You don't see anyone. When they finally start to meet the other cast members, by that time you're so tired you don't even want to say anything else. And you get into the house and you just want to go to bed.
Yeah, I had the opposite reaction. So I have to talk a lot. That's like, I'm extroverted, that's where I gain energy. Sticking me in a hotel room with no one to talk to was prison. And when the PAs would come, I would be like, can I get a LaCroix? And then they would, you know, scurry along. I started to realize that only the female PAs would come in groups to deliver me like one LaCroix. And I'm like, I think I know what's happening here. But they would come and then they'd be like, okay, here's your LaCroix. I'd be like, wait. What are your dreams? What do you want to do with your life? Like begging them to talk. But to answer the original question, the biggest surprise I had about the whole pre-show experience is how fast you go from being in the sequester environment to being in the house. It is unbelievably quick. So, like Kevin said, you're blindfolded. They're leading you like you're a, you know, animal about to get slaughtered. And
boxing match.
You're sitting on like a golf cart with somebody else that you can't see, blindfolded. And then I remember for me, I was the first person lined up against a door. All they tell you is like, hey, bring outfit 1 and 2, and put on outfit 1, put on your blindfold, and we gotta go. They take you in the golf cart, you're standing in front of the door, and then all you hear is, send them in. And it's like, boom, and then it's like, take it off, Julie's there, welcome, big brother. And you're like, can I look in a mirror before I go in front of reality TV? There could be a booger in my nose. And that is literally as fast as it happens, so you don't see anything.
Exactly, and that's why you had to make what was in the house. That's why I would do the towels and fold them and put them on the pool table. And I remember Jason the first time trying to pick them up, put them away. I was like, no, don't do that, because I wanted everyone to know that I was doing something positive in the house, because I didn't cook. So I would fold the towels and leave them on the pool table purposely. If everyone said, who folded the towel? Kevin did. Oh, if he's doing that, then someone else would cook. So that would be it. And what happens is, the first night when you get in there, they put out like 4 bottles of champagne. Now remember, everyone's sequestered 7, 8, 9 days. So everyone can't wait to talk to each other. So you can see when everyone runs in, everyone starts telling your whole life story. So you listen to 15 life stories for like 4 hours, and you're like, it can't be true. It can't be true. And you go and you try to lay down, but you're too. What, in the hotel? Oh, no. No, the intern. You would just knock on the door, you would call the phone and say, can I have some breakfast? And they'd be like, it's 4 o'clock. And I'd say,
That's Michelle
time it
Costa
is.
from Big
I'll
Brother
just
10.
have- So I must have had like bacon and eggs 3 times a day. Yeah, and watch Back to the Future. That was it.
And then just real quick, I want to stand up. But yo, Joseph, say what's up. Joseph, say what's up.
The original BB player with a mustache, Joseph Rodriguez.
Tucker! What's up, Tucker?
No, Tucker's from Boston and he went to New York, man. That's my cheer for Tucker. Next time, come here, Tucker.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I got a question over here.
Cedric, Matt, Kenny,
All right, here we go.
Kevin,
What's your name?
Michelle.
My name's
Some
Kate.
survivors, Amazing Race, The Challenge.
So my question is, what does the have-not slop taste like? I've been curious.
All right, let's go. We'll go the early season that we got here. Michelle, well, you weren't on it either?
Well, let me talk about my season. We didn't have have-nots. We had team challenges. And I was on every team that won,
Yeah.
right? And then when it was given as a punishment to the whole
Sam,
house,
what's up?
your girl was HOH. So, I tried it for fun. We made frozen lollipops. Yep, soft pops. We baked them. And I didn't care because I didn't have to eat them, but it was okay to eat it, but when you're not eating it as a punishment, I can
I was, like,
understand where
filming
it
the
was
back of
okay.
some girls'
Like, it was
heads
kind of
the
rough,
entire
but it was good for me. It was good for my unitard too, because
I mean, if you grew up in a
Thanks,
house,
Sam and
if you grew up
Sam.
in a house and you have a lot of people, if you don't eat after 1 or 2 days, slop was great. It was no, I mean, of course you didn't want it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, hey, I want to have slop over. Huh? Yeah, but I don't eat ketchup and mustard and stuff. So I would just wait, and by that time you're so hungry, it's almost like protein shake. It's like a shake, so you just get used to it. But you can't wait. I was telling the story earlier. So at midnight on that Saturday night, you get to eat. And this is a true story. I, at 11:59, had a piece of cheese
Testing
or
of my
whatever. A
photography
minute before my time was up, they called me into the DI and extended me 3 hours. So I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
there, look.
So they made bacon and eggs. I think Christmas made me bacon and eggs. And I had to wait till 3 in the morning to eat them because of a piece of cheese. That's just my luck.
I never ate slop. Sorry.
Luckily, I never was a have-not either. However, Tucker innovated himself, made like a bunch of different things. We had slap pizza somehow. I don't know, with salsa. I was like, what? Right, yeah.
Ramsey made popsicles. It was the best.
It's crazy.
And also another thing, you gotta remember, you're in a house and everyone's talking. In the HOH room, it was pitch black. It was nice and cool. It was nice and comfortable. You didn't have to hear anyone make up stories about their love life or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I didn't mind going to the HOH room. I went in there for 3 weeks, but I didn't really mind it because it's really dark and quiet, and you could get a good night's sleep. So I mean, it wasn't that bad. The slop I wouldn't recommend, but when you have nothing, it's better than nothing.
I'll give a quick story on the have-nots, as I actually, obviously, didn't get the have-not either. So the first fall volunteers, they volunteered for it, and I said going in, I will absolutely not volunteer to be a have-not. I did everything I could to make sure that I wasn't. I tried to win, at least come in the top 3 of the competitions. But Cam was a have-not the first week. It was Cam, Tucker, Quinn, and Chemo.
This is live.
After they were done, they had to then choose who the have-nots were. We all were sitting on the couch
not on the cruise
in a
anymore.
semicircle, and Cam couldn't make a decision. So Cam decided he was going to just spin around in a circle, and wherever he landed, got it. But I was really playing it up that I was missing home, and I was having a bad time, and I was missing my kids, which a lot of it was gameplay, but then it got real. Cam actually stopped on me, and he went into complete panic mode, and he was like, no, redo. So Cam did save me. So Cam, if anyone's filming this, I appreciate you, but they did some wonderful things with slop.
I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, we didn't have nots, so we had the competition. So in my season, it was so hot that they had to stop the competition because it was crickets and it was the slop. And so I got the crickets and they were alive and I had to eat 10 of them.
Oh, Lord.
And they were in my teeth, they were crawling
MJ's
up
in New
my
York.
throat. And I was running the house talking about where the chocolate chip cookies because I was like, chocolate and crickets are something in some country. Let me tell you something, they were disgusting, especially when they're warm. Woo. But that's what we did, we ate crickets. What did you do?
I had a really vicious old woman yell at me, and that was...
I think we should do a cricket challenge right now. Anybody got crickets?
I hope not.
Not crickets? Anybody? Yep. Okay, next time.
All right, we have a young man here, young fan's got a question.
What do you think is the toughest competition?
Oh. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't there very long. I think probably if you're thinking physical, the wall. I know some people get burned, some people get super cold on the wall, so physically probably the wall.
I would say that no one knows that out there it would get so hot. You would go to bed and at 2 in the morning they would say, get dressed in your athletic outfit and come to the back door.
How is Rachel live right now?
Everyone else had been sleeping for like 4 hours. Meanwhile, I'm walking around.
Rachel's live, it says.
So you get out there and you get on the wall.
Not everybody leaving to go see
cold
that.
Cold water comes on you. It's 3:30 in the morning. They start
Probably,
squirting
I would,
ketchup and,
but I'm live
mustard
right now.
on you, and the walls
At the same
moving
time.
forward. Everyone's talking to each other. So, in my opinion,
People are
some of
thinking
the
Brendan's in the house too.
competitions,
He's
let's
the
say
guy in the
ball
mask.
and it would go randomly into the highest number and you win. And that didn't take much skill yet. I mean, I didn't win one, so I don't know. But I would say the wall was one of the most difficult ones. And holding your hand on the thing like this, the one that Jessica won in my season, was difficult. Because we were out there from 2 in the morning till 8 in the morning for one competition.
Yeah, I would say the one that I played, the Candyland one that Cedric won, was pretty difficult, and it was actually as contestants standing behind listening. We couldn't watch and see what everybody was doing because we didn't go yet, but there was a lot of people falling. There was a lot of swearing going on, and it was pretty comical watching that. Another question?
Did you really have to smash your face against like the plastic when you're like moving it across the thing?
Finally a comp that I can talk about. Thank you for that question. Gosh. I remember telling production, let me give you a fun caveat from your question. This is kind of the way that reality TV works. We get asked this question a lot. Do they make you say anything? The answer to that is no. And they're great about encouraging you and saying, you don't have to say everything. You can say whatever you want. If you ever feel pressured to say anything that you don't want to say, then don't say it. They are very, very good about that. But sometimes what they get you is they'll say, man, Matt, how do you feel like you did in that challenge? And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw it, I was like, I'm about to cook. Like, I'm ready, I'm locked in. And then they're like, how did you end up doing? I'm like, I didn't really end up doing that well. They're like, so what do you think was the problem? I'm like, my face was oily. They're like, your face really let you down. I'm like, my face did let me down. They're like, is this the first time your face has let you down? I'm like, I mean, I guess it's the first time my face has let me down. They're like, is this the first time your pretty face has let you down? I'm like, yeah, this is the first time my pretty face has let you down. What gets aired on reality TV, and my friends are like, Matt, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say in your life, and I'll make fun of you about it forever. When you said, this is the first time my pretty face has let me down. So, yes, we did have to squish our face up against it.
I don't know if you guys remember, but I actually lost that challenge. It had to be a microchip. With Chelsea, right, which is what started it all. Now, yeah, I just sucked at the challenge. But I was using the wrong method. I thought, like, you know, my forehead would do good. I'm gonna
challenge you sucked at?
boxing.
I was like on the challenge before you were born. I'm so weirded out. You are like a baby. You did probably really great on the challenge. I don't know why you're saying that.
Oh no, we're talking about the first challenge of my Big Brother season, not the challenge I just
Oh, you're not MTV. I'm
did.
sorry.
Right. Oh wow. You see how they do me now?
Bing bong.
Wait, isn't he about to be MTV
Yeah,
though?
it was a blast.
He's on this
Were
season
you
of
on
the
with
challenge.
John A. or Derek on this previous
She's
season?
from the challenge.
I feel like you're going to do
MTV.
really good.
I don't know.
I see it in your eyes. I
The
think
cast
you're
is out. You guys can look at the cast. I don't know how I do.
If you're from around here and you're on the challenge, I think they liked you, and CT would too.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we got a question over here.
Hi, my name is Alana.
Lana.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
Hi. I want to know what each of you wish you did differently on the show.
If I did the show differently, I would have pummeled Camilla into the fucking ground.
Oh,
She's a cheater, she's a racist, and she's a cunt.
oh my God! The
This
challenge.
is all ages.
I'll tell you
ages
something.
over
The
here.
challenge people
Emily,
give no
all
fucks.
ages.
The challenge
Is that
people
what I
give
said?
no fucks. That's crazy.
What was the question?
The challenge people do not care. That's how they are.
Well, when Dan brought me to Catalina Islands, honey, I was trying to drown his ass. That's facts, actually. I was taken, by the way, Cedric and Crazy Eyes. I was taken out of the Big Brother jury house, and I was brought. How the hell? You guys didn't watch Big Brother 10?
Cedric was
How
3.
dare you?
How dare you?
So, I was taken out of the jury house, brought to a plane, flown to Catalina Islands, to a private island.
Riley!
Yes.
Riley's in here, KK. Look, wait. Oh.
And Dan wined and dined me.
It's KK, Riley.
right? But what you didn't see was me trying to hit him with an oar and drown him in the water. But everybody thinks, oh, Dan, yeah, he just wanted me. No, it's because I was
Oh my
going
God,
against
my
Memphis,
corals,
because
she
Memphis
says.
was trash.
Love you.
Matt, what would you do different?
I would have never spoken to Angela.
Oh no.
And I think that would have helped my game.
Oh
And I think that would have helped my game a lot. Simple.
What's sunglasses?
no. Oh, one second.
I probably, honestly, to be honest, I probably would have watched the show before to know what it was all about. I mean, I brought 12 suits, and the guys at the beginning were like, why do you have 12 suits? And I said, well, don't we go out to dinner on the weekends? And they were like,
Oh
are you joking? I said, no. And they sent 8 suits back to Boston because they weren't TV friendly. They were on solid colors. But I would have watched. I mean, if you watch, when Paul comes in, who was on the season right before my season, I turned to Cody and said, who's that? He said, that's that, whatever, I don't want to swear, but he said, that's that from last year. I said, is he bringing pizza? Because they ran at him. I thought he was delivering pizza.
No.
And meanwhile, if I had known and even watched, I would have known that he was on the season before. So I would have just been up to date and know what was going on instead of just walking in without knowing.
He thought
at
Paul
all
was the
for
pizza
sure.
guy. Riley said in another life, Kevin and I are final 2.
Oh my God, Riley.
I mean, I think mine's pretty
I
obvious.
would watch that.
I would have never volunteered for the block. Realized that was a mistake.
Yeah, don't ever volunteer for the blog.
Everything happens for a reason. There will be no more
Riley,
volunteering.
Cedric's
So
so
CBS,
adorbs.
if you want to put me on again, I'm here to run the show.
Definitely put him back on. Young and handsome. I'm giving you compliments over here.
Thank you, man. From a legend.
Mine's pretty, I know I made a mistake right away, but when I left, my kids were upset that I was leaving, so I was like, I'm going to talk to you on the live feeds every single night at 5
Jake
o'clock.
from Survivor
I'm
just
gonna go on the
joined.
live
See
feeds,
Jake?
and every
Jake
night at
and
5 o'clock,
Justin from
there was
Survivor,
one little
guys.
clock on the stove.
They spotted me.
So I would be sitting there, and it'd be like 4:59, and I'd be like, wait, and then I would go. So then I would go to the camera, and I'd be like, hey, babe, I miss you. Oh, I hope Savannah, you doing good? Loki, you doing good? But they don't tell you what cameras are live. So I had to now do that again. So the second time I'd go into the bedroom, and I'd go back and forth, and I'd see if the camera started following me. I'm like, all right, the camera's following me.
She's
Hey,
from the
babe,
challenge.
I love you. And after the second or third time of doing that, now I'm crying, and I'm like, I'm trying to play off like I miss my kids, but then I'm like, holy shit, I really miss my kids. Me and my wife. And this is terrible. So I would have never talked on the live feeds. I would have just went about and just did my thing. She did.
Thanks, Niche. The episode was wild, but I gotta rewatch it because it's kind of chaotic here.
What was it like trying to social game on Big Brother compared to trying to social game on this
Riley Robb spread the word. Oh, trust. I always do.
What was it like trying to social game on Big Brother versus trying to social game in like the challenge where like half of them are vets and all that kind of stuff?
I would really love to answer this question, but the season has not come out yet. So
NDA,
tune in
NDA.
July 30th on MTV.
Yeah. He can't talk about the challenge yet.
I will say there are two completely different games.
This season coming up. He's on the challenge.
Anybody else?
No, they're done filming. It's already done. Yeah, it just hasn't aired yet.
My question for all of you all
And America was on it too, you know.
to play Big Brother
America,
again, would you
she was just on the challenge.
play Big Brother?
I didn't have that question.
I mean, since I have the mic,
Sorry, that's my fault.
You know,
No,
boss
it's
guys
okay.
don't talk much. Definitely, because now that I know the show, you know what
Sorry,
I mean? I didn't know the
that
show
was
at
my
all.
fault.
And it seems now, not that I would never complain. I was on the show, that's what it was. That some of the competitions are more. You know, they're more so the older people can compete more. Some of the competitions were difficult, and I'm not complaining because I was like 56 and they were like 22-year-old kids. No, that's when I was on the show.
Oh.
We'll talk later. No, so I don't know. I would just, I think the competitions are not easier, but they're adapted better for older players to play. And I think you're entertaining. The key is to be entertaining, no matter what age you are. The key is for the show wants ratings. They want someone who's entertaining. So you cannot win competitions, but still be liked and be entertaining. And that's what everyone watches. The live feeds, they want entertainment. You know what I mean? And I think if they keep going towards just younger people and no older group, they're going to lose a lot of their audience. I mean, I'm not on production, that's just my opinion.
You go live?
I'll go live. When my Kevin's
I would definitely play again. I think that's one of my goals actually in life is to do another Big Brother season. So hopefully I get the opportunity. I feel like I have a point to prove, you know what I mean? I volunteered for the block ultimately was my decision and it's my fault. But I feel that now that I've had the experience, I can play the game so much better and I realize the game for what it is. So, and you know, maybe there's a villain arc in me. We'll see.
Retweet.
Honestly, my answer
I know.
has changed drastically, even in just the last couple months. I think for me, I am deeply driven by what I feel like actually matters in life. And I know this is a weird way to answer your question, but I feel like if I got to the end of my life and all that I had the accolades for was entertaining on TV, I would be disappointed. Yeah, like if I had like a fun
Show them
nickname,
your crazy eyes.
like if I got to the end of my life and I had made an impact in a show, I had gained followers on Instagram, I had gotten a lot of attention and done something really public, but had never left a mark on other people, I would be very disappointed with how I spent my life. And it's unpopular,
Riley.
but
I wouldn't be able to
it
either.
took me a while to see how that could be done in the reality TV realm. I just, live my life and have a worldview that some things in life are more valuable than money. And I, in my experience, was hopeful for the opportunity to hopefully get the chance to win the money, but also to, if anything, take a public platform and use it to inspire people, to give people that don't have hope, and for anybody who may identify with whatever piece of my story, to the point, like I said earlier, to know that they're not alone and that they can come and change the trajectory that they're in. That was my biggest hope for going on reality TV, and the byproduct is I had a shot to win $750,000. But I am damn proud of the way that I got to represent and the result of my time on reality TV. And I feel like what I did get to show in my situation was something that I'm still very, very, very proud of, even though I was only on the show for 10 days.
Oh no!
Thank you. And so, thank you. So to answer your question, I feel like what's changed
Thanks, Riley.
is now that there's a new cast, and I feel like I can settle a lot of the aura of just my season, and even specifically the situation of me and Angela on our season, and the pros and cons and good and bad that's transpired because of that. Thank you. But I feel like now that that has gotten to settle, I've been able to have the courage regained to be honest about how I feel about my experience, and I do feel like I was robbed of a fair opportunity to play. And I do feel like the general consensus of fans that I meet in real life, not the ones on Reddit, not the ones on Twitter, the ones I meet in person that come up to my face and say, your season lacked a degree of entertainment because you went home week 1 and we wish that you lasted longer. So to answer your question, I want to play again to get revenge and to have a fair chance to play the game.
I think that is so amazing. I do want to say a send
Revenge and to have a fair chance to play the game.
I think that is so amazing. I do want to say a send out to Chris Daly that passed away in Gloucester this past weekend during Fiesta. He was the hockey coach, or hockey, yep. So I want people to know about all of that, and Chris Daly is in our memory, and that we are going to be donating to him on, I think it's July. Chris Daly is in our memory, and that we are going to be donating to him on, I think it's July 26th. So if you want to raffle off or you want to buy into that, it's really sponsored, and that kid was so amazing. Unfortunately, he passed away. So I really, really want to put his name out there, and I would love for you guys to kind of buy into that scholarship fund for the Gloucester police station, the Gloucester baseball station, and everything going on with that. I really love that that was your experience for reality television. I have to say to you,
Corner.
love you, but that was a wild. MySpace was pretty popular when I was on. I got to pick my top friends and put a song with them. But to go a little bit on Kevin, I would love to go back on Big Brother, but guess what? I had 75-year-old Jerry on my season.
Jerry!
6-year-old Rennie on my season. And
Yes!
they both won competitions, right? So I would love to have that type of competition. I would like to go back to have an even playing field. All ages.
The girl next
shapes,
to Michelle
sizes,
is
heights.
Emily.
I don't care what you're doing, because it don't matter. Jerry,
Emily Fitzpatrick from the challenge.
You guys remember Rennie?
I know you guys are asking.
Come on. Do you guys know who Rennie and Jerry are? Jerry, he was 75 years old.
It's inappropriate!
Marine, yeah. And so I would love to go back. I've been waiting by the mailbox 17 years. The past two years, but I will still kick someone's butt. So I will hang off that line. I hung off that for almost 4 hours. 4 hours. Yes. My hands were stuck. 4 hours. That little April. That little girl. Yes, she got it. But I mean, if you guys watch that, I jumped off the wall, cried, and I know a lot of you guys said you guys cried with me. But and what an experience it was. But I would love to have Matt as my partner in Crazy Eye. Cried.
Crazy Eye.
You crazy. No, but I mean, I would be grateful to come back, but I just don't think it's in the cards. So I'll be in my MySpace world.
Aww.
But I appreciate you guys all for coming, and the fact that you guys know about Big Brother 10, because it's the best what?
The best season!
I know we got 2 Survivor guys at the end. Justin and Jake, what do you think? Would you go back on?
Longest hair, that looks nice.
Survivor.
So Jake and I
All
both
the
agree.
rice.
We got 3 Survivor guys now.
The 3 of us agree it would be nice to do a show for a change with a bed, a bathroom, pillows, frozen pizzas, a kitchen. So,
Full of what? working twice.
I actually had
She got an air fryer, you know.
I actually had I was lucky enough to do season 31 of Amazing Race with Rachel,
Riley,
Nick and Vic, Nicole and Victor, and Janelle and
Brittany,
who I love. She's so funny. Oh my God, she's been.
We love Brittany.
Yeah, Alyssa was fantastic. I drank with her till like 3 in Switzerland. It's great. But my point is, when they have beds and they have food on there, it's so much better, guys. I'm telling you.
Is it so much
And the
better?
pizza's way better than Fiji pizza, right?
Do they have forced journeys on there? Do they have forced journeys on there by any chance?
No.
Kenny, can you sign us up?
They're not taking any advice from me. I've been blacklisted, I believe. But, hey, before we just finish up, we're going to take a couple more questions, but before we end, please do me a favor, our waitresses and our bartenders, please make sure you tip them. And a big shout out to Anthony from Mix 360 and their staff that did an amazing job. Julie, if you're out there, thank you. They were in here moving tables around, getting this place ready. They got these TVs running. And I think this was a huge success, and it was only a success because of all my friends that I've met up here, which has been a blessing. And all of you that have come out today, and my friends that have come out, and some of my co-workers, I appreciate you all. So let's move on. I see a question back here.
Hey, Caitlin.
Don't come meet me halfway or anything.
So my question is for Matt specifically. I wanted to know what your reaction was to Joseph's solitary punishment last season.
No, he did not.
Yeah, so the Matrix. So no one told me that was happening, which I thought was no one told me that was happening, which I thought was insane. And I actually, T-Core's boyfriend Jabari had reached out to me, and because they live in Atlanta, and we're like, hey man, we're having a little watch party. If you want to come down, feel free. We would love to meet you. We'd love to have you. And my community quit watching the show when I got evicted because they were just, rebelling against it. But that left me lonely, and I had nobody to watch the show. So I was like, heck yeah, I'll come. And I'm sitting with Jabari, T-Core's boyfriend, her sister, her community and friends. And I remember we're watching that competition, and they're like, somebody will have to enter into the Matrix. And somebody was like, yo, what if that's you? And I was like, what? And then I was like, I don't think it is. And they were like, I don't know, it could be.
I have to rewatch it.
And then sure enough, I come up on the screen and I'm like, oh my God, that is literally me. And it was so funny because Joseph obviously got it, but the other two people that could have got it was also Mackenzie. And then of course, Angela was this close to getting it, which would have been beautiful TV. But I'm dating Mackenzie.
All right, we're down here in the back. I got Joe Cavino from the Amazing Race. He has someone over here that wants to ask a question.
Owen, is it right? Okay, this is Owen. He's awesome. He's a good friend of mine, and he has a question for you.
I know.
What's up, Owen? What's up, Cedric?
Young Cedric.
All right. Okay. Who from the past, what past Big Brother house guests would you have loved to play against? Oh, they scare you. Right. Honestly, I always thought this would be a super interesting concept, is to take everyone from your cast and rerun the entire cast. After the whole season is aired, it doesn't have to necessarily be 26, but to take season 10, your entire cast, and run them again for 28, I think would be super sick.
So I got to meet a lot of the Big Brother house guests over the years. As a matter of fact, when I was diagnosed with cancer, we had a cancer. They had a fundraising. We held it here, and one of them who came was Donnie. I don't know if you guys know Donnie. Okay, literally the sweetest guy. He stayed in my house numerous times. If I would play anyone with Donnie, but they would know that we would already be in an alliance together, and I would never vote him out. So, but Donnie's a sweetheart, and everyone is. Everyone.
I love him. I love Kevin so much.
I thought everyone was pretty cool.
Yeah, on my bucket list, I think there's like two ways I think about it in terms of the one beautiful thing about the experience is you meet people so unique that you just never would have met, you know, walking down the road. In our season, that was Tucker. It's like, there's only one of those made in the world, you know? I feel that way also about Brett from season 20. Like, I thought he was so funny, and I would have loved to just like watch his
we love you.
you know,
My
eviction
cousin's here,
speeches,
Riley.
like everything he
Maddie,
did was so
she loves
funny.
you to pieces.
But on my bucket list that I've yet to meet,
Yeah,
that is still at, you know, number one who's left is Casey, also from season 20. She was like the first Filipino winner. I'm half Filipino. The Filipino on my season did not have any interest in representing that and playing with me, so I would have loved to play with Casey. And I mean, let's talk about it. But yeah, I would love to play with Casey, who played the game amazingly, obviously won, and we would get to represent that together, which I think would be cool.
Who would you want to play with? I don't want to be cliche, but I would say Big Brother 10 because Jerry don't got much longer, honey.
Aw, Jerry.
Jerry's 90, 92. I just think, don't you think like that would be so interesting to play Big Brother 10? But I would love to play with like a Lawan.
Not Heiso.
I would love to play with a Ronnie Talbot, with a Jesse again. I would love to play with a Monica, back in the day Monica. I mean, there's just so many people that are so iconic in Big Brother, but I would like to play with anybody. I'll be honest with you. Everybody's so iconic. You guys got all something special here, so yeah.
Thank you.
I say everybody up here right now, along with these other folk over here.
Oh, man.
All stars, yeah.
Am I allowed to say Tiffany Pollard?
New York.
Bitch, you ain't got no boat.
My first season of Big Brother was season 12. I love Enzo. I would want to play with Enzo.
Riley, what do you have to say? Tell us. Tell us in here.
I'm gonna go with Suri Owen, to be honest with you. I think that'd be really cool.
FaceTime me, Riley. I'll put you on the stage.
All right, we got time for one more question, and then we'll end it with. And we gotta limit Matt to 30-second answers.
Stop.
Also, just so everyone knows, I wasn't shooting anybody there, but there was shots sent. There's a disclaimer there. It wasn't me shooting, but there was shots sent. Also, I think an archetype run back would be cool. Like if you put all the villains in the Big Brother season or all the nice guys, like if you archetyped it, because someone's going to have to fold. Either the villain's going to have to be a nice guy or the nice guy's going to have to be a villain. So that could be really interesting.
I'm sorry. I would say all first evicted, pre-jury. Anybody that got sent out on some crappy like theme or something like that. Somebody that got taken out of the house with some coup d'etat, Pandora box crap. I mean, those people didn't get a shot. Like, I think it should be something like that. To me, that would be like the money. That would be great to see how certain people. You want me in the challenge? Okay, so I mean.
Season 30, Big Brother Revenge.
I love Coral. Yeah. What do you think?
Get Riley
I
back
ate the
in there.
cricket, so I could do the challenge. I'll jump off a building and stuff.
Get Riley back in there.
Johnny
I did.
Bananas.
I yelled as loud as I could yell.
All right, so let's just go down the line. We'll just go right down the line. Final thoughts on tonight. Final thoughts on the show. Whatever you want to say to the fans out here. All right, we'll start over here. We'll start with the Survivor group.
Survivor.
Just want to thank you all for coming. Thank you, Kenny, for having us. All the alum from reality TV. This is a great event that we had. Exciting season, but we raised a ton of money for charity. So thank you guys for coming on tonight. It means a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo that. Kenny, thanks for having us out here. A lot of fun tonight. Okay, no one cares according to Emily. That's not true. I think everyone cares. Am I right? Yeah, fuck you. No, I'm kidding. Thanks for having me.
Oh no. Is that hair like that on the show? How much rice did you eat? They dropped it. Why? Oh, thank you guys so much.
Well, I just like to say, I'm like, are people even gonna remember my ass? Like, it's 17 years ago. Like, did you bump your head and get amnesia? I I just want to say, you guys are so amazing. Like, thank you for all the support. You guys are so awesome. Let me tell you something. I am a Big Brother fan, and I kind of am a little smitten over here. Can I just say? So I'm just the same way as you guys. So it's a little weird that I called them crazy eyes. I kind of didn't want to do that, but no, for real. You guys are my family. You're stuck. Thank you guys for just being you and appreciating everything, and just know that we are you. We are what you see, you know, and thank you guys for just being so amazing, and I hope to see you guys back again, right?
Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you, Kenny, so much. And it's crazy eyes.
She says she doesn't want to call
Yeah,
him
thank
that,
you
but
guys
she
so much
loves
for
it.
coming out. This is my first time in Boston. Boston is the shit. This city is awesome. I love Atlanta, but this city is wearing off on me really quick. Thank you guys for being so kind. That is not always the case in our world. And I'll leave it and say, watching TV is cool and it's entertaining, but what's way cooler is being a loving person in the real world, loving people and being somebody that's inspiring. Be that type of human being.
I'd like to just say the same. Thank you for coming. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I mean, everyone has different opinions of the Big Brother fan base. I have nothing but positive feedback and positive opinion of the Big Brother fan base. It's absolutely crazy. I'd just like to thank everyone doing a fundraising. Thanks for coming. Enjoy this season. I hope everyone has a great time. Hey, try out. Everyone get a chance to get on. Go out there and try out. And thank you guys. And the BB fan bases, in my opinion, which is just my opinion,
my
is
boyfriend,
great.
Kevin.
It's just great. Thank you so much,
KK loves
everybody.
Kevin.
Love him.
First of all, thank you, Boston, for showing up, coming out. It means a lot. Next, I can't wait to see where this season takes us. And then, you know, lastly, follow your dreams. You know, some of you might think you're too young. Some of you might even think you're too old. But at the end of the day, it's your dream. Follow it, because you only get one life. So.
And thank you guys. We had a great time tonight. Thank you. 360. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Hey, wait, one more time before we're done. Give it up for Kenny and the Mix 365 staff.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. We're going to get Kevin back. He's going to stop posting. Everybody's been asking him to stop posting, so please take out your phones before you leave and follow all of us. That helps us out a lot in trying to get these events and get people to know we have these events. Have a good night. Thank you.
Epic. Just epic.